Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I be wanting to say welcome back to another episode of Self-Care and Chill with Maui. It's like I'm so used to doing a podcast that is consistently like what is in my mind, the podcast. I want to say, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Self-Care and Chill with Maui, your favorite relationship podcast. Like that, it's like in my brain so much for me doing it. That is what I think that I need to say when I come on here and talk to y'all. So I had a super busy day, but I want to talk about the highlight of my day. The highlight of my day was my man taking me to Red Lobster for lunch, okay? So you're going to see a little clip of that. But I just started making Red Lobster a thing in my life. I don't know what rock I've been under for me not to appreciate a cheddar biscuit. But listen, I'm here now, I've arrived, and I really understand what the hype is about. Because the biscuits were super fresh. And even though I'm on a diet and I'm supposed to be watching my calories, it is what it is. But I was thinking about what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about and give you all advice about. And what I thought about after a conversation with my girlfriend is people not just accepting a bare minimum. Like, I'm always talking about that. But allowing people to drag you to the pits of hell, basically. Like, allowing people to do the most unbearable things to you when they gave you so many red flags before that. Like, why allow it to even get there? The moment that you see, like, you're not compatible with somebody, it's not working, this person doesn't appreciate me, they're not genuine, they don't really love me, they don't value me, all these different dynamics and different things that you would think make you not want to be there. Why do we allow people to just drag us so bad to finally say, I can't put up with this shit no more? Like, I don't want to be here. And I definitely feel like when I looked at some of the messages in the DMs or topics that people were saying, like, you should talk about this, or God's wasting your time, and I got ghosted or love bombed. And like, I was like, well, how did he love bomb you? He was calling and texting every day, and that's not love bomb. Like, that's not love. That's bare minimum too. Somebody calling you and texting you every day is the bare minimum. You being consistent, I love that. You're interested in me. You should be consistent. But we do want consistency, but effort is not the bare minimum. Like, a person continuously making effort to go out of their way for you, to please you, to learn you, to satisfy you, that's not the bare minimum. But regular things like texting, phone calls, and FaceTimes, and that's all bare minimum. Like, that's all. He was texting and calling every day, no. But when I realize that things are a red flag and I keep going because I made like a challenge and may remind me of something, I realized that some of the relationships and situations that I was in, that shit reminded me of my child. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on YouTube. That's the only thing about YouTube, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. I felt like it was reminding me of my childhood, and it reminded me of the environment that I grew up in. To allow people to talk to me a certain way, to treat me a certain way, it wasn't something that I was not used to. It wasn't like I'm not accustomed to this. So it wasn't something that was foreign to me. Like, even as becoming an adult that can be accountable and make better decisions, I realized that the way I was talking to other people isn't something that I wanted to continue to do. I wanted to learn how to better communicate. I wanted to learn how to be softer. I wanted to learn how to articulate myself and get my point across without having to curse somebody out, without having to emasculate my partner, talk down on people, insult you, all because you expressed how you feel. So when we think about these red flags and the things that people do to us, the moment that you see this not working, okay, the moment that I realize it's a character flaw, like this is in their character, and this would never work for me. It would never work for me. The moment that I see this will never work for me, this cannot satisfy me, this cannot make me happy, is the moment that I need to reconsider the dynamic that me and you got, instead of continuing to waste my time because I'm trying to force something. Because I like you so much, or I'm so attracted to you, or we already had sex. The moment that I see that this is not working, I need to be honest with myself. Like, this, no, he don't like me for real. Like, he's wasting my time. He already said he's not looking for a relationship. He don't want anything serious. He wants something with no strings attached. Every time he texts me or calls me, it's sexual. Like, listen, the facts are all right there. So if you know how I feel about the dog. If I decide to proceed, even if I'm proceeding with caution, if I decide to continue to build a relationship with somebody that I know is not going to be consistent, that's not going to be genuine, then whatever happens after that is on me. It's on me, and I can't blame nobody else. What you won't do it's messed up my video. The dog is a red flag. He's a red flag. But I hate that we gotta wait until stuff hits the fan for us to decide that I can't take no more. Because when I think about the relationships that I've been in, when I think about the times that I got played, when I think about the moments, and when I think about what wasted my time the most, girl, I done seen a million red flags and decided to still talk to somebody, decided to still be with somebody. That dog get on my nerves. So we're gonna pause this and we're gonna come back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday we had a little interruption with the dog, but today we are back. The dog is chilling, my baby is asleep. So this is my little self-care time of trying to talk to y'all. I enjoy having conversations with y'all. I enjoy letting y'all know my perspective, giving advice. So hopefully we don't have no interruptions. So piggybacking off of what we talked about yesterday with why wait until a person has hurt us beyond measure to finally say that this is too much, I can't handle this, or I don't deserve this, or I'm not compatible with this person, or I know that this is not going to work. Why do we wait until a person has hurt us beyond measure to finally say, I can't take this no more, or I'm fed up? Why wait until you got cheated on after the third, fourth time? Why wait until he keep messing with the same girl, or he keep lying, or you keep catching him in lies, you've been going through his phone? Why wait until a person shows you, you only got to show me one time that you don't want to be with me. Show me one time that you don't give a F, and I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you the first time. What Maya Angelou say? When people show you who they are, believe them. And that is my mood forever. That is just my mood all the time. When a person is showing me that this is who they are, this is who they're going to be, I got to take your word for it. So today when I was on TikTok, so anybody that's watching this, my Instagram live hasn't been working, so I've been going live on TikTok. I was talking about what is the bare minimum to you? Because, you know, I talk about bare minimum all the time. I talk about a person that's not putting in any effort and not showing that they're interested in stuff like that. But on TikTok, I've been seeing people saying like, well, communication every day is the bare minimum. Being nice to me is the bare minimum. Like if you're a nice person. And I never really include those kind of things, but when you really think about it, those are also bare minimum, yes. Because if you met me and I was texting and calling you every day and being nice and being polite, this is just naturally how I am. Like I'm just a nice, polite person that enjoys talking. So I'm literally not going out my way for you in any type of way. I'm not going out my way for you any type of way at all. I'm just being myself. And if you choose to fall head over heels with my vibe or the type of person I am, then that's cool. But I want to fall for a person that consistently shows effort to go out their way for me. This person is planning dates with me. This person is freaking listening to the things that I said that I was interested in and trying to make it happen. I told him that I like to scuba dive. He has planned a whole date for us to go scuba diving. I want to know that the person listens, plans, executes, shows me that they desire me, show me that I'm special to them, that I mean something, like things that are just a characteristic. Like, oh, he's a gentleman. Like, he's going to be a gentleman to a stranger off the street. He's just a gentleman. Oh, he communicates well. He's just a good communicator. Oh, like he is very accountable. He's just an accountable person. So when we think of a person showing effort and showing interest, I want us to start thinking like, how much does this person go out of their way for me? Things that they may not necessarily do or know how to do, they want to learn from me. They want to develop for me. In the same way with me reciprocating, I want to, like when I got in a relationship with my boyfriend, y'all, I did not know how to cook. I know how to make salmon and I know how to bake some party wings. But when I met my man, I did not know how to cook anything. So he could look back and say, well, dang, like she cared about me enough to learn. She wanted to please me so much and cared about me enough that she started getting recipe books, watching YouTube videos. She went out her way to be able to make dinner for me. She goes out her way every day to make sure that I'm coming home to a home cooked meal that is very delicious, might I add. You know what? I am a chef, unofficial. But yeah, officially, unofficially a chef. Consistently going out my way to try to please this person and learn new things about them. Things that I may not necessarily want or know how to do, but I'm willing to learn because how I feel about you. How I'm carrying it about you. So you taking me out to Domino's You take me on a little date. That's cool, but you were going to eat anyway. So I can really understand when women be like, oh, if you want me to come, just say yes, or just let me know. It don't matter. When a guy's responding, it don't matter. I want to feel like you are sure. I want to feel like, you know what? Yes, I want you to come over. Like, what time will you get here? Like, I can't wait. I want to come and candles are lit for me. Like, I want candles all over the floor. I want rose petals. I want a bubble bath waiting for me with my favorite juice, because you know I don't drink. I want the whole nine. Like, I want to feel like this person loves and values me so much and cares about me being in their life so much that they're constantly thinking about different ways to please and satisfy me. I want to feel like this person goes out of their way to please me sexually, mentally, spiritually. I want to feel like they are on this never-ending journey, consistently trying to figure out ways for them to just make me feel good, make me feel happy and satisfied, because they know that I care about them so much that I'm going to be reciprocating. I like you and I want to be with you so much that I'm consistently trying to figure out the same thing about you. So yeah, I'm not impressed by you was texting me and calling me every day. Okay. In the beginning of me dating, before I got in a relationship, I feel like I was dating properly. And I tell y'all all the time, like, dating properly is dating multiple people to me. I'm not having sex with nobody, but I'm dating with intent because I want to be in a relationship. But because I don't want to rush, I want to see who I'm compatible with, who I got chemistry with, like who I can see myself with. I want to vet like the best prospects. Like, I want to make sure that I end up with exactly who I wanted to be with, and not for somebody I settled for, or not somebody I saw potential in. All that, I don't want to see potential. I want you to be how you need to be. I want you to be actively growing into the man that you see yourself becoming right now. So when I think about the people I was talking to in the beginning and dating, even though people had great qualities, I feel like a lot of them weren't consistent with effort. I feel like we would be going on dates here and there, but nothing that would just make me feel like, wow, like, you know what, you're planning things, and like the things that you're planning are showing me how much you are learning about me and how much you are paying attention. I feel like the people I was dating was just like, so like, let's go out to dinner. I was going out to dinner. I was just too much free food in my life. Everybody was, let's go out to dinner. And I feel like one of the second dates that I had with my partner was us going to Lowe's for him to buy me plants so that we could become plant parents. And even though our peace lilies are long gone now, plants just didn't go with my apartment. I feel like I wasn't doing it right. I had gnats in my house. Like, I just wasn't a good plant mom. But I definitely want to revisit this and get a new plant because I'm good at taking care of plants. Our second date was like us going to Lowe's and us becoming plant parents. Like, the first date was him taking me to like his favorite brunch spot, and like he introduced me to all these different types of vegan foods and like these little vegan places, and sometimes we would just like eat like vegan, salmon wraps and watch movies together and just talk about different things. Every Wednesday buying me flowers to make me feel special, because Wednesday was like another week of us making it in our relationship. And I do see people say like, oh, well, flowers are the bare minimum. Y'all can say what y'all want about that, okay? That is a nice gesture, but it's definitely some people love languages. So we can't just call shit bare minimum when this may be somebody's love language when it comes to gift giving or a small act of kindness. But one thing I will say about small gestures aren't enough to carry through maintaining a relationship. You got to consistently be pouring into your partner. You can't just be buying flowers all the time and think that she's going to be feeling loved. You can't just be buying her shoes and bags and giving her money all the time and paying bills and think like, oh, why aren't you happy? Why don't you feel loved? Being happy in a relationship and being with a person that's actively trying to satisfy you and please you, it takes two people, but it also takes consistently pouring into my partner, and spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of those things. Good conversations, talking about different things. How are you feeling today? Is there anything that I can do for you? Y'all could just be on the couch together, cuddled up, touching each other. That's a form of intimacy and making your partner feel emotionally secure. Not allowing them to express their feelings without dismissing them, making them feel judged, making them feel like you're not hearing them or you don't listen. Satisfying them sexually. Yeah, so many different, learning your partner's body, learning turns them on, what makes them feel good. All of these things are a person that is interested in consistently going out to please you and satisfy you. So I feel like when I was dating, all of the little things that my partner was doing, like celebrating our 1 week anniversaries, introducing me to all these new things, having a great sense of humor, always trying to make me laugh, and by me being a business owner, them being okay with asking me like, oh, do you need me to help you pack orders? Is there anything that you need me to drop your orders off to the post office? Like, I felt like they were always trying to find a way to fit into my life. They knew that I was at a place that I'm just dating, I'm celibate right now, I'm just pouring into my business, and I feel like they were always trying to find how can I fit into what she got going on so I could be around her. I know one time when I had made him something, I had cooked something, I knew it was not good. When I look at the food that I used to make him compared to how I cook now, he was definitely eating that food because I liked him. And he had texted me like, hey, do you need the Tupperware? I'm like, no, you can keep it. Like, I don't need the Tupperware bag. That's perfectly fine. He's like, you sure? Because I can bring it to you. I'm like, I'm sure. Like, I don't need it. Like, you literally could throw it away. He was like, well, is there anything that you need? I'm like, do you want to come over? Like, do you want to hang out? And he was like, yeah. Like, do you need me to stop and get anything? He used to always, that was another thing. He used to always ask, is there anything that you need me to stop and get before I come over? And he would come over my house with a case of water all the freaking time. Because at the time, like, I would have jugs of water in the house sometimes, and bottles of water. I was always running out of bottles of water. And like, he drinks so much water that he hates being in a house that doesn't have water. Why are you coming over this girl that you start dating house with cases of water? He would come over with a case of water, and he would come over with a bottle of Hennessy. This is when I was drinking, but I don't drink no more, y'all. Don't y'all forget that. I do not drink. When you think of me, think of the girl that does not drink. He was coming over with cases of water, food, and a freaking bottle of Hennessy. And when I look back now, he was probably bringing food all the time too because I couldn't cook and he didn't like my food. But he was just hanging out with me. It wasn't no sex. And I had just moved to my place. Like, it was like semi-COVID too, so a lot of places wasn't open. So outside of going on dates all the time, he would come over and help with orders. Like, or we would watch something. There was nothing for us to do. I also didn't put myself in situations for him to feel like she might want to have sex tonight. Yeah, I'm dressed regular. Like, I would be coming like with sweatpants on, a t-shirt. Like, I wouldn't be answering the door with anything on that. I wouldn't be rubbing on his leg or his hair while we watching a movie. I was not flirting. I was chilling, relaxing. I definitely didn't. I was at a place where I really wanted somebody to just like me for my personality. I feel like I have such a beautiful spirit. I feel like I'm so funny and outgoing. I feel like I'm so loving that I just wanted a person to just like me for who I am. No type of benefits, not what they feel like they could get from me, not because they feel like I'm a nice girl that they could take advantage of me. I just want a person to love me for exactly who I am. Not anything else. When you start doing stuff for people too fast, you start realizing that a person will love you for what you could do for them and not for who you are. So they love you because you're a great girl, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a veterinarian, whatever you is, and you always looking out for him, you very dependable, you be cooking his meals. He loves you for everything that you do. All the perks that you bring into his life. And nothing about your spirit. Nothing about who you are. Nothing about the most beautiful parts of you. The most beautiful parts of me, you don't even care about. All you care about are the parts that benefit you the most. So, yeah. Paying attention to who's consistently showing effort, who going out their way for you, who making you feel special, all that other bare minimum stuff that is not going out my way because it's just who I am as a person, yeah. I'm going to need to see that you're going the extra mile about me. So I need you to book us a flight to Africa or something. And please understand, there's ways for a man to go out his way for you and make you feel special, and it doesn't always require spending a bunch of money. So if there's any men watching this and they feel like, well, how can I make her happy? Y'all always unsatisfied. Y'all not appreciative. Y'all ungrateful. We know how to men get. It's a bunch of ways for a woman to feel loved, appreciated, valued, and all these different things. Be creative. Go on Google or something. So I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, stay tuned for my next episode because I will be dropping this. Today, I'm dropping this episode as soon as I freaking get off here from talking with y'all. Make sure y'all are leaving comments so we could do more story times and different advice segments so I can know what y'all want my opinion on. Because if y'all don't leave no comments and don't tell me what y'all want to talk about, girl, I'm going to keep talking about what I like to talk about and things that I care about and things that is getting on my nerves. So unless y'all send me DMs on social media or in the comments with good topics, we going to be sitting right in my living room talking about what I like to talk about. So make sure y'all like and subscribe and thumbs up. I shouldn't have did that. So, okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. It's okay.